Welcome to The Rundown. I'm your host, Matthew Stell. We've got a lot of news to cover today, so let's get started. A day after the tragic murder of rapper Nipsey Hussle, Los Angeles police have identified Eric Holder as a suspect who was last seen fleeing the scene on Sunday in a 2016 white Chevy Cruze being driven by an unidentified woman. Nipsey Hussle, who was killed outside of his Marathon clothing store Sunday afternoon, was set to meet with police this week on how to bring an end to gang violence. The rapper was a well-known business owner and planned on opening a barbershop and more retail stores to provide jobs to local residents. Nipsey Hussle leaves behind his partner, actress Lauren London, and 2 children. Funeral arrangements are still pending. On Monday, President Donald Trump said that he is willing to wait until after the 2020 presidential election to get Congress to vote on a new health care plan, giving Republicans time to develop a proposal to replace Obamacare. Congressional Republicans have been unable to pass a proposal to replace President Obama's Affordable Care Act, despite frequent promises to do so in recent years. Trump's move suggests that he's willing to debate the future of American health care during the upcoming campaign rather than try to reach an agreement on a plan sooner. Democrats believe the president's strategy will work in their favor as they fare well with voters on the issue. A second woman has now accused former Vice President Joe Biden of unwanted physical contact at a 2009 political fundraiser. Amy Lapos says that the interaction wasn't sexual but made her very uncomfortable. These allegations come days after former Nevada state legislator Lucy Flores accused Biden of kissing her at a 2014 event. Biden, who is expected to announce a Democratic bid for the White House, believes he did not act inappropriately, but says if it is suggested that I did so, I will listen respectfully. There is no further word on when Biden will officially announce his candidacy. Beto O'Rourke has hit the 2020 campaign trail, making a stop in Houston last weekend. Our Rundown contributor, Alejandra Gonzalez, covered the rally and has more.
Robert O'Rourke, also known to the public as Beto, announced his presidential candidacy on March 14. The next day, he sent out a video of himself and his wife, Amy O'Rourke, to major TV outlets, talking about his decision to launch himself as a candidate. This decision comes after 4 months of debating whether or not he wanted to take part in the 2020 presidential campaign. The presidential candidate broke fundraising records compared to other Democratic candidates. O'Rourke raised an impressive $6.1 million in only 24 hours of his campaign announcement. Many people across the nation supported him and signed up to volunteer for his campaign. This past weekend, O'Rourke launched his campaign trail in his home state of Texas. He started early this past Saturday in El Paso. Then in the afternoon, he traveled to Houston, and finally, he finished the day in Austin. His Houston rally was held in Texas Southern University. During the rally, O'Rourke spoke about the ways he wants to improve border security. He believes that there is no need for a border wall to divide Mexico and the U.S. Instead, he wants to focus on ensuring a pathway for citizenship for immigrants. He also wants to fix what he refers to a broken healthcare system. He wants insurance for all. He also made a reference to the political climate under President Trump's administration by saying, at this very divided, highly polarized, hyper-partisan moment, what this country needs is for us to come together. We will keep following the Texas candidate as the 2020 presidential race continues to unfold. Back to you, Matthew.
Thanks, Alejandra. The body of a University of South Carolina student has been found in a wooded area 65 miles from her home. Last week, after leaving a Columbia bar, Samantha Josephson got into a car which she mistakenly thought was her Uber and disappeared. Nathaniel Rolen has been arrested in connection to the 21-year-old's murder. Authorities found Josephson's phone and blood in Rolen's car, but are not exactly sure how she was killed. Uber encourages customers to make sure they are getting in the right car by checking the model, license plate, and having the driver confirm the passenger's name. South Carolina legislators are proposing a bill to require all rideshare service drivers to display an illuminated sign in the front windshield. The 2019 Final Four is happening this weekend in Minneapolis, with Auburn, Virginia, Michigan State, and Texas Tech playing for a chance to be the champions of college basketball. Most brackets had Duke or North Carolina in the Final Four, and according to ESPN, not one bracket of the over 17 million submitted stayed perfect. Our Houston Cougars made it to the Sweet 16 this year, but did not advance, losing to the Kentucky Wildcats, a tough battle, 62-58. Semifinals are on Saturday, with the national championship being held Monday night, so good luck to all those teams involved. Once again, thanks for tuning in today. Remember to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter, and follow us here at Coug TV. We'll see you next time.